If I were a woman, I'd simply refuse to speak to any man or do anything for men until I'd got the vote. My method of getting a play across. The Footlights is like a revolver shooting. Every line has a bullet in it and comes with an explosion. The only fundamental and possible socialism is the socialization of the selective breeding of man. What is the use of writing plays? What is the use of writing anything if there is not a will which finally molds chaos itself into a race of gods? Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. If history repeats itself, and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must man be of learning from experience? The worst sin toward our fellow creatures is not to hate them, but to be indifferent to them. That's the essence of inhumanity. A happy family is but an earlier heaven. Alcohol is the anesthesia by which we endure the operation of life. Just do what must be done. This may not be happiness, but it is greatness. The golden rule is that there are no golden rules. Power does not corrupt men. Fools, however, if they get into a position of power, corrupt power. Patriotism is your conviction that this country is superior to all others because you were born in it. I often quote myself. It adds spice to my conversation. Better keep yourself clean and bright. You are the window through which you must see the world. A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Success does not consist in never making mistakes, but in never making the same one a second time. If a woman can, by careful selection of a father and nourishment of herself, produce a citizen with efficient senses, sound organs, and a good digestion, she should clearly be secured a sufficient reward for that natural service to make her willing to undertake and repeat it. I have a strong feeling that I shall be glad when I am dead and done for, scrapped at last to make room for somebody better, cleverer, more perfect than myself. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. Censorship ends in logical completeness when nobody is allowed to read any books except the books that nobody reads. I learned long ago never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty, and besides, the pig likes it. It is a curious sensation, the sort of pain that goes mercifully beyond our powers of feeling when your heart is broken, your boats are burned, nothing matters any more, It is the end of happiness and the beginning of peace.